Hello everybody and a very good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Thanks for joining us here on Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. What a day it's been, what a week it's been so far. Lots to be excited about. Today we have launched another brand new collection which you guys love, the Fall and Halloween Creator Card dies. That showstopper is still available and you've got all of the kind of individual bundles and individual dies that you can still shop to buy on our new website. Oh yes, the new website. I've been given the term, sound like I'm down with the kids, our website has had a glow up. That's the official line. Yes, in my world, the website now looks skibbity riz. It is baddie slay. It is what we like to call riz. So yes, have a look on the new website. A lot of people are saying that it's kind of easier to sort of get around. Obviously, we've got a new logo there as well. Lots of inspiration and ideas on the website too, so do have a look. Whilst you're there, you will be able to find our 70% off Halloween section, which is nice. Loads of goodies on there, which will tie in really nicely with a lot of the Halloween launches that you saw yesterday, the Halloween launch, which you have seen today, and much more. And also, whilst you're on the website, you will find back in stock the blending brushes. We found that out this morning at the end of the launch day show. They are back in stock, and I hear big numbers of these have already sold. Loads and loads and loads of you have already jumped in and grabbed these. In the words of producer Nicola, if you want to get them, run, don't walk. She didn't roll her R's though. I did. Run, don't walk. Those are back in stock, and we'll look at those in a bit more detail later on. I know Debbie will be using them through the show, but we're very happy about that. Launch party tonight, well, got a bit of everything really. If you shop the show, you'll see that we've got the Jingle All The Way collection on. We have also got Sheena's Through the Window, which we're going to be looking at very shortly. We've got the Crafters Inspiration magazine, the new one. We've got Vintage Halloween. We've got all sorts on the show, to be honest with you. We've also got a bit of a new launch for you too, with our Good Tidings die-cut gift bag pad. So there's lots to look forward to. Shop the show, get ahead on the web, and we will do our very best to get through as much as we can over the course of the next hour and 55 minutes. Not me on my own though, as you can imagine over the course of this show. No, I'm joined by my absolute fave, all the way from Gigglestown, in Giggleswick, Gigglesville, Giggles County. I'm laughing and you don't know why. It is the one. I know why I'm laughing though. It is the one and only Debbie Fisher. How are you? How's things?
I'm good. I was trying really hard to be serious and not giggle in that, but I can't help it. So it's just me. Really good. It's been a busy last few hours. I've been busy prepping for tomorrow's show, which I'm really excited about.
Oh yes.
So yeah, it's all good, and I'm so thrilled that the brushes are back.
No.
So if you've not seen these, I'm going to use them as much as possible tonight because they are absolutely incredible. They're the brushes that I'm always feeling really bad about using because they're not in stock. They are the most densest brush that you can come across. A lot of people say, well, you can just go and buy makeup brushes like this. You can't, Ben. These are very dense, really dense, to the fact that they won't absorb your ink. So it means you can clean the ink off the top. You can literally use one. I've got 10 of them at home. I don't think I use more than 5, so.
No, I'm just putting Debbie's like chat to the test here.
They would make amazing makeup brushes.
I have a makeup brush, which I use. No, I'm not going to do a live demo with my makeup. No, these are so much softer. Like you say, they're individual like bristles, but they feel as one. Yeah. Dense.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you tap the top of them, they stay intact, which is amazing. They don't go anywhere. They don't squidge like other brushes do. Like I'm really, really pushing that down. And apart from wobbling each side, I can't press those in. So they are incredible. And for the price that we've got them at, honestly, when you get them, you won't go back and you'll wish you bought more. So make sure you still put his makeup on over there.
They're lovely. Buy multiple packs of these, use some for your crafting and use some just to Stroke around your face. Good. They feel really, really nice.
I've never been so thrilled that something's back in stock.
Yeah, earlier on, because Nicola messaged me on the WhatsApp, because obviously I'm always on the WhatsApp for your messages that come in, and then Nicola messaged me, so I knew, because Nicola told me, and then we didn't tell Debbie, and then just as I was about to announce it, Debbie caught wind in her ear, and she just went, literally, that was it, wasn't it?
Honestly, I've never been so thrilled. I love these brushes. I'm a massive advocate for them. I would give one to everybody if I could, because they are incredible. And honestly, you won't use anything else after them. They're that good.
She squealed so high pitched we had dogs from the next county running into the show. It was honestly, it was that high. But we've got lots of great demos coming up tonight. We're going to start off with the through the window, aren't we?
We certainly
for our first demo. So we'll get to that in a second. I'll say a few hellos because we're already busy on the socials. Superstar Susie on the socials tonight, and already we've got Lois who says, good afternoon everyone from Ohio. Hello. Hi to Terry H. She says, hi everyone, I'm on my way home to Iowa for Minneapolis. I can't even say it. Minneapolis. What you've been doing? What's been going on? Share the info. Pat joins us saying, good afternoon Ben and Debbie and the Super CTV gang and my crafting cuties from the very cool and beautiful New Jersey. Hello. Beth Metzger joins us from Dakota, Collins in Florida, Laurie Barnett says hello from Gilbert, Arizona, and Jane Adams says hi again from Las Vegas. Hillary's in, saying hey everyone from Hillary and Holly Collie, hello, and woof. Stacey Brown says good afternoon Ben and Debbie from West Virginia, and Rhonda says hello Ben, Debbie, crew, and my wonderful crafty friends from Oak Park, Chicago. Keep the comments coming through. Anything you want to see, because as I say, we've got lots on the show. We'd be very happy to flick through and show you anything if there's something in particular that you want to see that we don't touch on. But we're going to start with the Through the Window collection. This launched with Sheena last week. Got to tell you, I think I've done the majority of launches with Sheena over the last few months. Is one of my faves. I think it is absolutely brilliant. You're getting the dies, you're getting the stamps, embossing folders, and much more for the price on screen here is $67.96, $79.80. If I just show you the boards very quickly, and then we can see some samples with Debbie. But what the most important part about this, of course, is your window, right? So you've got your window and accessories die collection. So this is your window here. You can have it as a plain window if you want, but you've got the dies that you can pop in there to create the different boxes and the detail here. You've also got ways to kind of decorate your window as well, you know, for different times of year. You know, we've got Halloween collections in here, so you can make it a little bit more spooky, however you want to do it. You've got embellishment, you've got foliage, and you've even got a little sign there too. You're going to use this in conjunction with all these different scenes. So the Halloween window, which I know Debbie's going to look at very shortly, you get stamps and dies with all of these. I absolutely love this because you're going to be able to create your window. This stamp is going to fit perfect behind the window die that you've got to create a really spooky scene with all the ghosts. And then you can kind of decorate around it, whether you have the witch's feet dangling down over the broomstick, the witch's feet up at the window because she's relaxing. You've got candles, you've got pumpkins, stamps and dies for all of those, and you get sentiments too. So you've got your Halloween. You've also got Christmas. And again, this is so beautiful because so you've got this really lovely Christmassy scene. You've got your swag there, Father Christmas's feet. Again, you can have those up at the window ledge, and then you've got all of the other sentiments alongside that too. Then you come to sort of springtime and Easter, the Easter window. Once again, a beautiful scene that you can stamp and pop behind that window. You've got that beautiful Easter floral arch there, and then the Easter eggs in the basket, again, with all of those beautiful dies to cut out the stamped images. And then your last one, which is called the celebration window. So, you know, it could be used for a summer card, could be used for birthdays, anniversaries, party invites. But again, you've got that beautiful scene there, and then lots of other different stamps and dies there to be able to, I didn't hear a bang, lots of other different stamps and dies there to be able to decorate that one up. You also get within this set your textured embossing folders. So you've got your brick wall, so if you want to build up the detail around the window. You've also got in there a stone wall. And again, I think these would work so beautifully for maybe more masculine cards outside of this collection. Absolutely use these too. And then you've got your traditional wallpaper, really sort of old school almost, isn't it? Traditional with that dado rail running across the middle. Really, really like this. All to work in conjunction with that window die. And what's so lovely about this is you guys have already touched on, you'll have many other scene dies that you'll be able to use with this. So rather than looking out of the window, you can look into the window, like on an indoor scene. And also a lot of people have said that you're going to be creating your own scenic views with Sheena's Draw the Line technique. So many reasons to buy this collection. That's why it was uber popular when we launched it last week. And Debbie has got some finished samples. It's such a clever concept, this, isn't it? And it allows you to make such very different cards.
Yeah, I think Sheena nails it every time. I mean, let's face it. But I think this one I think this collection, Ben, has made it accessible for all levels of craft.
Yes.
And I mean that in the best way, because we know that Sheena makes the most amazing stamps and she makes it easy. I think what's really clever about this is there is something for everyone all year round. They're really easy to put together. If you don't want to do much colouring, you don't have to. So I think they are that accessible craft for everybody. Now, what the sort of the story of this is about building up sceneries through the window, whether you're inside or outside. And then she's very cleverly put all these elements together so you can be really creative. I mean, this stonewall embossing folder, I think you're going to use in so many different crafts, and using it in different ways. So look at it here. So this is using the deboss side and letterpressing, which looks incredible. Looks like an Easter card there. You've got some Easter eggs and stuff, which is beautiful. I love the witches ones. I think it goes, oh no, it does go that way.
Go that way, yeah, she's hanging down from the ceiling.
I love the fact, that she's inside there. It's absolutely fabulous. Look at it here. I mean, there is just so many fun ways of building up these stamps. Love this one. You think of Halloween of all the dark colours, but this is like in pastel colours, and it really works. It's just amazing. And then this one is very different. This one is done literally, you would not think that they were stamps. They actually look like they've been popped out. You know, we do the a bit like those sort of sheets where we do them pre-made like cards that pop out that have already been printed. They look printed. That's what they look like. So the colouring in that is amazing. Sharon has done that one. Another one of the Easter theme, which is just beautiful. I mean, with that mirror card behind, looks incredible. Love all those Easter eggs. Just so many different varied ways that you can do them, and it's all with that one window die, but the different sets that Ben has shown you, just being able to stamp all those differences. I love the Santa Claus feet. I
love the fact he's in blue there. I said to Sheena, it's almost like he's in his pyjamas there, isn't it?
Exactly. I mean, it's brilliant, isn't it? It's absolutely brilliant. That looks like Dad who's dressed up in the wrong colours, doesn't it? Look at this one. How fabulous is that card? Doing it in green with black card. Oh, in fact, I think it's green card and then black on the top. We're going to be doing something similar, but with a grey card. And then one more. Sorry, I'm getting carried away because there's so many gorgeous samples, so it's really good to show you them all. But I absolutely love this collection, Ben. It's just one of those collections that you're going to use time and time again.
Yeah, and again, if you've maybe you've already received yours. If you bought it last week, let us know. And if you've already started crafting with it, feel free to send in any pictures. We'd love to see studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. And on that note, actually, if you have been doing any projects recently, do send in your pictures, because we are always looking for your projects to feature on Friday Night Live in our Friday Night Faves. Missed it for a week, and I can't remember what we're doing it. Studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Send in your pictures, and if yours features on Friday, you could win 100 bonus points. Hi to Lynn, who's joined us. Lovely Lynn Harvey's back with us, as is Little Bear, who says, I like how the brushes don't soak up all the colour. Does make supplies last longer, those brushes which are flying on the website. Robin Morgan says, it's great to be able to watch live. It's lovely to have you with us, as it is Eva in Northern Ireland, or North Ireland. Crafted Not Grafted by Hilary says, I love the brushes. They are much better than the foam thingies. And I have 10 of the brushes, says Rhonda, and they are by far the best I have ever used. Thank you to Evelyn, who's joined us from a sunny, hot Colorado, and Kendall in Minnesota. And Mistress Dow says, good evening, everyone. Hello. And Sarah Thompson says, I watched Sheena's launch of this product and was mesmerised by the creations. It's definitely one of my favourites from her collections. Mine will arrive Thursday. Thanks for all the lovely comments, everyone. Keep them coming. And as I say, if you've got any questions for Debbie, anything particularly that you want to see that I can take you through, whilst Debbie prepares in between demos, and just give us a shout, give us a holler, and we'll do that for you. But let's get going. We're going to go through the window. Now, are we going to continue on the Halloween theme, or are you going to go more springy summertime?
Halloween, of course. Yes, it's Halloween this week, isn't it? Well,
Yeah.
in Craftland anyway. So I had to use this one, which is the Halloween window. I think it could be my favourite, although I do love the Christmas one.
Yeah.
But it is a beautiful one. They're all lovely, aren't they? Now, these stamps are photopolymer, as you would know with Sheena's stamps. I love every single one of these. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. Love this big one. So with each one of the stamp sets, you're getting a sort of background, which will go inside the window, and then you're getting all of your embellishments as well. Then on top of that, you are getting your die sets. So in here, to take them out, you're getting all your dies to cut them out. The only one you don't get is the window one, because the window one goes over this one. So I've already stamped these out just to save time. You know, photopolymer stamps, they stamp out beautiful. So I've already stamped those ones out so we could get on with some colouring. So let's pop those to the side, and then I'm just going to have a sheet of paper just to colour onto. And then I'm just going to use some of the sort of Christmas colours. And in fact, because I like to use alcohol pens, so I know Sheena would have used the aquas or tricolours in hers. So I thought, well, actually, it'd be nice to show something varied with them. So I've got my dark red one here, and we're just going to use our brush nib to go around. So because the lightest colour is where your most alcohol is, I never take it right to the end, and then I'm just going to come in then with the darker colour round the edges. So really quick colouring. You don't have to worry too much about colouring too precisely, because we've got this brush nib. You're just going to get that lovely lay down of colour, and then I'm going to come in round the buckle there where I think the shading will be, round the actual, I was going to call them lapels, but they are like lapels on the shoe there, like little Joker's shoes, aren't they?
Yeah.
So just going to place that darker one in there.
There could be also, if you wanted to double up on your Christmas card, you could have Father Christmas with his feet up, and they could be little elf shoes, couldn't they?
Oh, of course, Ben.
Pop them on the Christmas card.
That is perfect. Did you say that to Sheena on the day?
No, I just thought of it. I wish I had.
I know. That's brilliant. I really wish I'd done them as elf shoes now. That's a brilliant idea. Love that. Yes, they would. They have got that same look,
because they've got the, like you said, the little curl on the end, almost like elf, or what did you say, jester shoes? Oh, Joker shoes.
Joker shoes. Yes, yes, yes. So I put the idea there. Yeah. Do I take credit?
Oh, even Susie says great idea, elf shoes. Well, thank you. Occasionally I do. Once a year, I come up with I come up with a good idea. You know.
That's it now.
Yeah, that's it now for the year. Yep, until 2025.
So we're just going to come in again with that darkest one. We're very lucky with Sheena because she puts all that shade in where you should put it, so you haven't got to worry. And I'm just doing some really quick colouring here. And then I always just go back in with the lightest colour and just blend those in.
Whilst you're colouring, we say hi to Jyoti, who's joined us, and Gaz, he says, I cannot wait for Sheena's Through the Window collection to arrive, but I'm equally excited for her Day of the Dead collection, aka the Shut Up and Take My Money collection.
It is absolutely that.
It's funny you should talk about that. We nearly had a demo with that tonight, didn't we? Debbie was being a bit previous.
I don't know what I was thinking. I've got a big box of all my prep, and I thought to myself, well, I don't know why, but I've prepped a Day of the Dead, and I actually thought it was, I don't know why I thought it was on tonight. I must have prepped it instead of, but then I prepped this one as well. So
it's
I'm not
next
sure
week, isn't
what I
it,
was
Day of the Dead?
It is next week, yes. I'm sure I will get a chance to have a play with it, so I can use that demo for another day. So I thought, I know we're doing a witch, but I thought I would use red, because I quite like red on a witch. I mean, we sort of go for purples, don't we? But I thought, let's do reds and golds. They always work really well together. So I'm just going to do the buckle. So you can see, really nice, quick and easy. And then the candle's exactly the same. That's dead easy. We're going to colour that one colour. I'm using our gold yellow blend, just that one. And then we're going to use the middle colour, just to give that some texture. So
as you're saying, the trick here is not to worry too much about the colouring, just have a bit of fun with it. Even if you just use one colour, it doesn't matter, does it?
Doesn't matter, no, not at all. That's gonna just add to it. And you can see how quickly that comes together, literally just by looking like the candles drip down. If you want to go in with a darker one, we can put just a little touch down so it looks like you're creating that shading. And I'm just almost sort of tickling the edges just with that brush nib, but these are just really nice pens to use. And then with the ghosts, I'm not going to do much more because and I'll show you those cut out, but what I wanted to do was just show you how easy the ghosts are to do.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing in, obviously, I've got the brown grey blend. We tend to use the ice grey a lot, but actually I quite like the brown grey. It's just a really nice one to use, and you don't need a lot. I would say put some shading around the eyes, just do a little squiggle here and there. So really this is going to create your ghost without doing having too much effort put in at all. So, and I'm doing it like I don't enjoy colouring, but actually it's just because I've got so much to show you tonight, and I want to show you how to put the card together as well. And then with the broom, all you're going to do, I mean, again, nice and easy, because, I bought my earth brown. We're going to start off with our lightest colour, and I'm just going to flick into there and at the top as well. So just a little flick, so we're still leaving a little bit of a highlight, and then you're going to do the same but shorter flicks in the brown, and then I'm going to come with bigger flicks coming from the top. So that's going to give us our bristles. Yeah. So really quick way of being able to pop that together, and you can do the same even though you've just got the small handle. You can literally come in and then just add a little bit of shading. Doesn't need to be a lot because it's just the broomstick handle. And then you've got your broom coloured in. I mean, how quick were those images to colour in? And then with your pumpkin, I'm going to use the same colour here and do exactly the same. We're literally going to come in with our darkest colour, just all the way around. I'm not going too near the edges because I'm going to use my darkest colour around there. So you can see just how quick they come together. And then we're going to just come in with that darker shade in, exactly where Sheena has put that shade in. We can come up from the bottom. And your brush nibs are really good for this because you don't have to use, you're not using a lot of ink. You're literally just laying that colour down.
I was going to say, like the brush head there as well, almost like meant for the brush pens, wasn't it? The way you were colouring that and flicking it.
Yeah, absolutely. So really, really quick colouring. And I haven't got the green to do the top bit, but it doesn't matter. So then you've got your dies to cut them out. So nice and simple. You're literally going to lay those over the top of your dies, so they will fit perfectly round them all. And then when you've cut them out, let me just bring mine over. I've cut these all out. And this is what I love about an outline die, because you can literally see exactly where you're cutting and how they're cut out. Yeah. And then all I did with this one, Ben, so I did 2 of these. So with your dies here, took them out of the pack, haven't I? That was, here they are right in front of me. So this is your window die. So for anyone that's not seen them, you've got your main window die. Yeah. That's the one that you're going to cut over the top of this one. So that will just cut out without the windows in them. And then when you've done that, the other thing I did is use an ice grey pen. If I just bring my one in, once that's cut out, you'll get to this one. And can you see I've just gone around the edges. So I've done the brown grey inside, exactly the same. And then I've just gone around the edges with an ice grey, cut it out using this die here, which is going to cut that out. So that's how you create all your backgrounds of those. So we've got our background. Now to create the window. So this is your window. We're going to use a piece of grey cardstock. And you're going to place these dies inside. Yeah. So this will go inside here, like so. And you're going to pop some tape on because you don't want them to shift. You could do them separate if you want, Ben, but I think as long as you take them down, they're absolutely fine to go through together. Yeah. So all I'm going to do is find that space where it looks like a similar amount is all the way around and lay that one down. And then we're going to do the same with this one. So just making sure we've got an even space all the way around. It's not going to make much difference because it's going to look good how it's cut. And then I'm just going to put another one that side just so it secures all of those in place. And then we can run them through.
Whilst you're cutting, we can say hi to Mary. She says, hi everyone from Northwest Florida. Hope you're all enjoying this wonderful Tuesday. We're nearly, well, I say we're pretty much done. Well, not pretty much done, but what are we, 25 past 5. So yeah, it's been a good Tuesday. It's been not too bad as far as Tuesdays are concerned. Jane says, those shoes would be cute in red sparkle pen, like the Wicked Witch of the East. Yes. Nice. And hi to Elaine, who says, I love this. I can't resist it. I'll have to order. It's a great collection. It's very versatile. And as I say, think about all the other stamps that you'll have that you can use this die with, other scenes that you can create. And if you're confident enough when you're doing the Sheena draw the line technique, I mean, amazing to use this window for cards like that.
Did Sheena do that when she launched them?
I don't think she did, but it was talked about a lot. Yeah, she did talk about it a lot. I've seen some amazing draw the line cards, by the way, on the Armour Crafters companion
I've
group
started
recently.
seeing them pop up. They're looking really incredible.
Our crafters are just incredible, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
You guys are
Absolutely.
amazing, seriously.
Now, what I've done here, Ben, is I've then cut out another one and I've embossed it. I mean, you can see, I think we can just pick that up. You can see the embossed detail. It's got lines in here and on here. There we go, you can see that. So not as clear there, but if you use your embossing mat, your rubber mat, you can really pick up the embossing on there. So we're just gonna do some mats and layers, but that's gonna go over the top of our window. So we're gonna have that black shadow coming through. So you can see how much that then pops. And then this will go behind, so that will then be our ghost. How cool is that?
Great, isn't it?
They're just absolutely brilliant. Now we're going to pop them to the side because I want to now bring in the embossing folder. So I'm using that brick wall. I think it's a brilliant effect. And then I've just cut my card to 5.5-inch square. And we're going to do a letterpress technique into here as well. So let's pop them to the side. And then with the letterpress, I'm just feeling to see where I want it to go. So my bricks are going inwards here, which makes that my embossing side, because the bricks that are coming up are going to push up into that side. And the reason I want to know that is because I want to know where to lay my ink. But what I am going to do, not because I need to, but what I want to show you how it looks on both sides, because your deboss is as good as your embossed.
Yeah.
So all I'm going to use is, I'm actually going to put a Nor black through. So it's our water reactive.
Okay.
And I'm literally just going to spread this onto the folder. So first of all, we're just going to take it to this side.
I was going to say, is it harder to see because it's like there's a print on the embossing folder, but it's actually, you can see that laying down,
Yeah, you
can't
can sort of just see it.
Yeah.
It's very subtle, and then this one you'll be able to see a bit better as it comes through. So what this one's doing, it's actually going onto the brickwork.
Yeah.
So you'll get two different effects, and then you can choose which one you like.
And not that I've done it many times, but you from my experience, you never think you've got quite enough on, but there's always more on than you think there is ink-wise, isn't there?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes it can come out more faint, and it will come out fainter on here purely because of it being grey cardstock. So and the black is just our water reactive one. So and it's a embossing folder, just a 2D. So we just need our top and bottom plates. And normally I would put in another piece of card. So I am just going to grab a piece of card to put on the top. Or you could use your metal shim.
Yes.
So let's run that one through. It's nice and easy. So it is just a case... Oh, doesn't want to go through. There we go. Just a case of popping that through. And what that's going to do is press that ink into that cardstock and give what we class as that letterpress technique.
Those will fit through your MIDI as well, won't they?
Yes, they will, absolutely, yes. With your shim, so you'll have a purple or pink shim with that, and that will go through. So let's open, this is the back piece, so this is the embossed side. So you can see in there, it's actually giving you that brickwork inside. It's very cool. And then if we turn it over, you've got then, look at that, looks amazing,
even better.
It? Yeah, even better.
I think.
So you should just pick which one you want. So when I showed you that card, where's this? Oh, it's right here. So let me bring this one into it. Oh no, that wasn't the one. Which was the one? This was the one. So you can see this one is where the bricks have been done on the inside, and then the difference, just so you can see, on the other side where your bricks are clear.
What are you liking the best?
The inside. I like this one.
Yeah.
Yes, this one.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that one. I think both of them are cool. I think, and try them, see what you like. But yeah, they look really cool. This side looks really good when you've got the when you do it in craft card. So it's just the darker brown bricks then, and then the lighter edges look really cool. So, but we're going to use this one. And then I'm just going to darken the edges as well, because I have my brush.
You've got your brush.
I got my brush. So basically, you just like, and you can see I'm putting this into a black ink pad, and I'm not worrying about that. And literally, we're just going to darken our edges It's just going to give that amazing blend. I'm not going to get any harsh lines. They are so dense and so unbelievably smooth.
Yeah.
I mean, you think I'm putting black onto here and it looks incredible because it just brings everything, draws your eye in, looks amazing. And to clean them, honestly, it's just so easy.
Please can you chat in the comments if you've already got these, tell everybody else why they need them if they haven't already, because they are just incredible. I've seen comments from people say that they are the best brushes they've ever used, that they want to have more of these. Like you say, it's the density, isn't it, of the bristles, but also the fact that they're so soft. So it lays down beautifully, but you're going to save on your ink. Yeah,
so literally I've just sprayed a couple of times onto there, Ben. Wipe that. Now, if I put this over here now, look, it's nearly clear. Well, it is. It's clear. So the ink's gone. That's dry. So don't spritz your brush. You don't want the water going inside and you don't want them to get damp, so you don't need to do that. Just spritz a piece of kitchen towel, literally run that over. That is ready for any other ink pad, so they're really going to last you a long time. I love them, honestly. I can't tell you enough to grab them because I know that they will sell out. And I know we've probably got plenty of stock, but they will sell out because they are so good. And if you've not tried them, you will absolutely want to try them. Right, so we've got all this going on now, Ben, and then I'm just going to bring in my card with all my other pieces. Now, what I've done here, the little ones on here, stamp this out again, just trim out some of these, because I thought these looked really cool as just little individual ghosts, and I thought it would look cool, them looking like they've broken out and coming out the windows. So I've just cut a few there. This one, you see my ink pad at home is running out of ink, so that's a really lighter colour. So I'm going to use the one that's darker that we've done on air. And then I've cut the boo out, and then I've just fussy cut around the edges. And I've also cut out the spider on its cobweb as well. And again, the die and everything comes for you to use. So we're going to just pop our card together.
Hi to Wendy Graham who's joined us. Rhonda says the Halloween collection is cute. Yeah, if you just decide, by the way, that you just like the Halloween stamps in this collection, you just want to work with those, get those, but buy the window accessories die set, because that, I think, is just going to come into its own. Get that alongside whatever scene that you want to go with. Hi also to Lynn. Lynn Morton says, good afternoon, Debbie, Ben, and all the team from Newcastle.
Afternoon.
And Kathy Green says, in Mechanicsburg, the brushes are incredible. Never any lines or marks that you don't need. That's the other thing.
Absolutely, you don't at all. They don't ever leave streaks. They blend beautifully. I could never say a bad word about them because there's nothing bad to say, honestly. They're so good.
And thank you, Wendy Graham. He says, I'm so pleased that I managed to get 2 packs of those blending brushes. Yep, if you need to multi-order, don't feel like you're being greedy. I would buy as many as you think you need whilst we've got them in stock, because you'll only kick yourself if you try to come back and they're not here again. Yes, plus if you think how long it took us to get the brushes back in stock in the first place, they could be out of stock as long when they go out of stock again. Ron has just said the brushes are way more smooth, dense and easy to use than others. They don't pick up so much colour that it looks smudgy.
So true. I can't, I honestly, I couldn't say it better myself. I think all them comments are amazing. They're amazing because they just work.
Yes, Fisher! That's the highest praise that you can get from Debbie, that is. Yeah, she's only ever said it about the scissors previously.
I have, yes, absolutely.
You get 5 as well, in case I haven't said them. They're all individually cased as well. Yeah, with a little sticker, so you can label them up if you want to do so. With your colours on. Margaret Birch says, I've just got 3 sets of brushes. Oh, sorry, I have got 3 sets of brushes. They are brilliant, no harsh lines, and they make blending so easy. I would suggest today, if you can, if you've never tried them, buy 1 set, and then you'll thank us later.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, try them because you will absolutely love them.
Yeah.
No question about that. Right, so you can see we've created our brick wall and just our mats and layers there. And now we can start having fun and putting our card together. So this is going to go, obviously, this is our window, so that's going to go behind. But before I put that down, I'm actually going to stick our black one over it so I know I've got no lines around the edges. So just going to use our dotty tape pen. So let's come round here. I don't know where the time's going. I feel like, I'm sorry, it's just quite a thorough demo, isn't it? So
we don't mind. Yeah, the first... Well, oh, yeah, look at the time.
I know.
I was thinking it was like
Where's
20
that
past or something.
I know. That was why I just looked and I was like, where has that time gone? That's
because you're having so much fun, you see.
Having so much fun, spooky fun.
It's a
I
lovely
love this. I
collection.
love these ghosts behind.
So funny. You wouldn't open the window there, would you, Debbie? For those outside.
No, you absolutely wouldn't. And I don't know what Al's on about. If we've got ghosts, I mean, can he not see they fly, they don't walk about?
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, you want to tell your ghost that he has to take his boots off and say, mate, just get airborne. That's what ghosts are supposed to do, not clomp around. If you missed the earlier show, we were talking about haunted houses and Al, do you believe in the ghost as well, you say?
I don't disbelieve.
But you think there is a ghost in your house? Al thinks there's a ghost in Debbie's and Al's house.
I don't think there's a ghost in the house. I don't know if I do believe.
Okay.
So only because I don't disbelieve people that really believe.
No, I know what you mean.
It. And I would never think that someone wasn't telling the truth. So I think people believe in what they see.
Yeah.
I've just not had anything happen to me to make
I think some
me
people have
feel
got
that
heightened
way.
sensitivity to things that the mere mortals can't.
Yes, and I know our Craig does a lot of it, but I'm not quite sure what his beliefs are. But I'm assuming he must believe.
He believes in Yvette Fielding, doesn't he?
Yes, he
Yeah.
does.
Even though on that show, I wouldn't say this if he was here, like, they never see anything, do they? They've never
No.
caught any ghosts on camera, really. They just hear like, what was that? Ooh, was that you? No, it wasn't me. It must have been a ghost. But no, but fair play for people who, my sister's very believing in all things supernatural.
I mean, we went to a ghost house before through the night.
What, a real one or a ghost house at the fun fair?
No, a real one.
Ah.
Yeah, no, a real one. They had seance, Ouija boards.
Oh,
and,
really?
Yeah.
Anything?
No, we didn't
No.
see anything. There was cat balls that kept flashing because they...
Cat balls?
Yeah, they throw cat balls like into the darkness because it's all done in dark and you're waiting for it to flash. Have you seen cat balls? They're little white balls, and when the cats... When the cats
I can honestly say I've never seen cat balls before.
You must have done.
I haven't. What do you mean? I don't know.
They jingle and they flash.
No.
Yeah, so if they're touched, they flash.
Oh, so they lay them down on the floor?
Yeah, so they put them on the floor and then we all sort of like just in this dark room.
Oh, and then if they go off?
If they go, they'll ask questions and ask if anyone's there.
What, so they say, touch the balls?
Yeah, let us know if you're there. Make the cat ball flash.
So, and then when the balls flash, then you know there's a
There's
spirit
spirits there, yes.
touching the balls.
Yeah.
Good news.
Yeah, Nicola went.
Nicola went on a ghost hunt. Yeah, with Jake and Tracy and
They all
Julia. Yeah. See anything? Throw any cat balls around? There were cat balls.
Yeah.
Well, I've never been on these ghost hunts, so I wouldn't know, would I? So.
It was very good.
I'll come on the
I
next
mean,
one.
I was really good. I didn't laugh, which
No.
I did want to. There were some people that laughed, but then they're sort of outed because it's like, oh, we've got a giggler in.
Yeah, you're ruining the atmosphere. Yeah, you're
So I'm
really-
going to do my legs dangling from the broomstick.
Yes.
So we're going to pop her up there. And where's my tape? Hang on, right.
Have
in
any
front
of you
me.
watching at home ever been to like one of these ghost nights? Let us know. Gaz says, where I work is highly haunted. It was built in the 1700s, just after 5 o'clock. I work alone at night there and I felt things and heard things. Oh, Margaret says, I saw the ghost of my dead cousin when I was 9. She was 7. I described what she was buried in to my mum and aunt. Oh dear, that gives me shivers, that does.
I have experienced things. I mean, when I was young, when my uncle died, I remember his armchair that he used to sit on.
Yeah.
The TV kept turning onto different channels, and my auntie Shenda said at the time, "Well, that's your uncle. He doesn't like what we're watching. He's turning the telly over." But I didn't really. I thought, well, that's
So-
just.
I think I've mentioned this before, but I won't go into the long story, but a white witch who used to work at a radio station I was at said that my Gramps was my guardian angel.
Right.
And I found it weird that she knew the word Gramps, because I think like you only have Grandad or Grandpa, but she knew he was called
Yeah.
Gramps. So that was very... But the one thing that did get me, so my Grandad, on my dad's side, when he was alive, he used to love playing on the fruit machines.
Yeah.
And that's the thing he used to love to do. He used to go to play on the fruit machines. And there was one afternoon where I was working away at a holiday park, and I thought, well, I'll just go into the arcade and have a go on the fruit machines. And no word of a lie, I went in with about £5. And no, every machine I went on, every machine was paying out, and I had to take my hat off, and I walked out. I must have walked out with probably like £80–90.
Wow.
Every single machine. This is unbelievable. And when I got back to my chalet that night with all that money, my sister rang me up to tell me that my granddad had died that afternoon.
Oh.
And that really freaked me out. I mean, it's probably coincidence, isn't it? But
could be, and that's the thing, isn't it?
But you
It's
don't know.
coincidence. I mean, yeah, technical faults. But
yeah.
I suppose we take from it what we will.
Exactly right.
But there we go. Look at that. Our ghosts are escaping. We've got our pumpkins in there. We've got our witches' legs hanging off the balloon, off the broom, not the balloon. But I love that. I think I just had so much fun making that card, and I hope you all get yours soon. And if you haven't, order it now and get it, because you will love all those elements.
Yeah, love this card, Debbie says. Roseanne Baker, adorable. And I know you guys on the socials are chatting about Halloween costumes for yourselves and pets. Jane says, my favourite Halloween costume was when I was a leopard. I was about 3. My mum made it. The tail came off, and so did the hood that had ears on it. This has off, and they were pyjamas. This has off. My best friend dresses up as a grocery bag one year. Super cool. Her dad made it. I mean, that is brilliant. I feel like we need pictures of the leopard and the grocery bag. I think my craft room is haunted, says Laurie. Every time I go in there, things are moved around and not where they belong. Maybe the ghost of craft. Listen, if you want this collection, again, really, really quickly, through the window, all the scenes. If you want them individually, they are available individually, the stamp and die sets, but you'll want the window to go with if you are buying them individually. This one is your summer. It's called Celebration Window. So you've got all the bunting, the bottles, the present, the balloons, and that beautiful summery scene. All come with some lovely sentiments as well. This one's called Easter Window. So you've got that beautiful springtime scene. You've got that Easter arch there. You've got your basket, little eggs in there too. Again, all the stamps and dies to go with. There's the Christmassy one. That one is called Christmas Window, that beautiful snowy scene. And again, lots of sentiments. Father Christmas's feet. You've got that cup of cocoa there as well. The dies to be able to cut all those out. And then you've got the one that Debbie just was using. That's simply called Halloween Window. And again, with all the ghosties and ghoulies, you've got the pumpkin, you've got the broom. You do need the window though if you're going individually to get the best out of this collection, I think. So the window dies there. The die is separate to create all of the detail of the window, and then you've got your little embellishments there, so the corner embellishments, you've got some foliage there too, even a little sign as well which you can stamp onto. And then also within the collection you get your embossing folders as well, so you've got your traditional wallpaper. These just really add to that whole sort of window scene, you know, if you're whether you're looking in or looking out of that window. Then you've got the stone wall as well, and the one that Debbie was using in that last demo is the brick wall. So all of that, 3 embossing folders, the 4 sets of stamps and dies, and of course you've got that main window set for £67.96 or £79.80. Love the card, says Lynn. Very cute, says Sarah Thompson. Lynn Harvey says, lovely card. Laurie says, what a fun card, great colouring. And Pat says, I love this card. Thanks, everybody. We're going to give you opportunity to get your cards and your baskets checked out. And when we come back, we'll have a look at some more goodies on tonight's launch party.
When I'm working, it's quite busy because I have to get up really early to come in to work if I'm going to be travelling from London. But otherwise, I'm quite lazy. I spend a lot of time in bed. Best part of my day is when we come in and I get to see everybody. I really enjoy being up here. It's really nice to see all my friends, and this is my happy place. I do like to see everyone, and also, of course, if Christina's in, get my breakfast from Christina before I start the day. Early riser without a doubt, never a night owl. I'm in bed at 9:30. Bath at night, shower in the morning. I'm very clean. Tea, the colour of He-Man. Both. I like pancakes with bacon and maple syrup. Craft along because there's always a softer side to craft along. My phone. My life is my phone. Yeah, the phone and the dog. Unless I'm coming up here and I can't bring the dog in. My favourite lunch isn't lunch. My favourite lunch is afternoon tea. That's what I'd like. Lots of selection of sandwiches, some scones, or scones, some cream and jam, and some little cakes. But I couldn't have it every day because I'd be the size of a house. Oh, that changes with the moment. My favourite song at the moment is Natasha Bedingfield, Unwritten. Or make myself a cup of tea and go and have a bath.
Day to day looks like, on a normal day when I'm working from home, get up, breakfast, quick phone call with my daughter, and then I'm up in the craft room and I spend all my time in the craft room. If it's spending a day with the grandkids, that's it. That's my best part of the day, just spending time with family and those gorgeous little grandkids of mine. The best part of the day when I'm at work is when I go on air, because I absolutely love it. Both. I prefer a shower in the morning. I feel fresher. I feel that I can tackle my day. However, depending on how that day's been, I also would have a double shower, so I'd have one in the morning and one at night too. Absolutely, 100% coffee. Will always be coffee. And flavoured coffee is my favourite at the moment. Dare I say it's a full English breakfast, the full works, the beans, the tomatoes, the bacon, the sausage, and everything else that goes with a traditional English breakfast. Craft along. Every day of the week. I absolutely love going through the stages from the start of a project to the end of a project. So craft along is definitely my favourite choice. I can't leave without my lipstick. It's a given thing. I once didn't have a lipstick on me and Leanne helped me out that day. Kick off the shoes, sit down for a couple of minutes, just gather my thoughts and then grab my tea.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for checking out. I'm getting like, you know, you get like shivery shivers when you hear like spooky things. Lisa says, my brother that passed away leaves us dimes. The first one we found was under the seat he sat at last time we saw him. He leaves them every once in a while and it makes me smile. And Ronna says, my hubby's dad visits every so often. We smell cigarette smoke, so we know that he is there. And no, my neighbours don't smoke. Sue says, me and my sister went to Most Haunted at the Stockton Globe. What was that like? What did they do? Did they summon any ghosts? Good evening, says Kirsty D. Oh, we're talking about dressing up for Halloween as well. My cats get dressed up for Halloween. Well, you can't leave that sentence there, can you? You can't. What do they get dressed up as? We need more.
Is it one of those ones where you have a costume that looks like they're a witch?
Yeah, or like a spider.
Yeah,
or something.
we need to know. We need pictures.
We have pictures.
Oh, got pictures.
Hilary says, I have 3 lanterns hanging on my fireplace and only one sways sometimes from side to side. I just assume it's my husband saying hi. Alexis says, hello everyone. Crafters TV, Debbie and Ben.
Hello.
Hoi hoi. Sue joined just saying, what a lovely collection. And I really like the stone wall, says Rhonda. We have something new on the show which you won't have seen. And we thought, seeing as we only have about 10 minutes or so before the top of the hour, we'd show you it. It's a new gift bag pad. It's called Good Tidings. Now, I know we've done a lot of these previously. We have done Christmas ones. We've done every day as well, haven't we? And we have done Halloween gift bag pads. But this is the Good Tidings. You have got the ability to be able to make lots of different bags in here of different designs. What's so lovely about this as well is you do get the little tags in the back. So if you want to add a little message to somebody, you can. Those just simply pop out the back for you. And then you've got all of these different designs. And have you noticed the theme here as well? The inside of the bags, we're really going quite heavy on the plaids, aren't we? And the tartans this year, which I think is super cool. I mean, if you look at this one, for example, I would say that is the outside of the bag, obviously. That's the inside of the bag, but there's nothing to stop you making it the other way around if you wanted, you know, like a plaid or tartan bag. But you've got all these beautiful Christmas scenes. I think, you know, perfect for those little last-minute gifts, potentially. You know, if someone pops around and giving you a present and you've forgotten, you can quickly whip up a bag, pop something in, but also really nice, you know, just to give to friends and family, pop in little Christmas treats in. Really love them. I love that scene. Beautiful sort of wintry scene, again with the tartan design on the inside. You've got your more sort of traditional Christmas there with that beautiful Christmas village, almost sort of gingerbread house-esque, that is, with the little presents, again, with the tartan or the plaid. Then you've got your candy cane as well.
I love the candy cane.
That's one you definitely make that way round, isn't it?
I mean, that's, yes, and you would hang that off the tree for your little
Yes.
Christmas tree presents, wouldn't you?
You do Christmas tree presents too?
Yes, yes.
Yes, me too. You have them at the dinner time?
Yes, after dinner.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, so you've got something to look forward to after the Christmas dinner. But look, you've got all of those different bag designs in there. It's 72 pages in total, as I say, complete with your tags. £11.99 or £13.56. Just a very handy pad to have, Debbie, I would imagine, and hopefully quite easy to put these together.
Yeah, I'm so glad we're continuing to do these because they are so brilliant and so good, because especially if you've got lots of gifts to give. If you've got children, so at Christmas and they're giving a gift to the teacher, these are going to be fabulous for that. If you've got little table presents, tree presents, these are good for that as well. If you want to reinforce the bottoms of them, you can absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Look at this, you touch a sparkle on there. Oh, Nicola made that. That's amazing. I think that's really pretty. I mean, who would not want to receive a gift in there? And actually, you can get a lot in there for a little bag. So it's a beautiful gift to give someone. Look at this. I mean, this is very elaborate, this bag. But look how beautiful that is. So
Stunning.
Extra snowflake. I mean, I don't know what you would put in there because there's too many snowflakes in the way, but actually just having that on the side as a decoration would look beautiful. You could have some lights in there, couldn't you? A little battery pack.
Oh, yeah.
Looks so
Love that
nice.
idea.
Lots of things you could do with those. Add in additional embellishments. So you've got your little snowflakes on this one. You've got tags in here that are going to match as well. So I love that. And then you've got your different things that you can do with them, your tags, your little embellishments. So let's see how easy they are to put together.
Okay.
So if you've not seen them before, you literally just take a page out of the book. This one is that, look at that blue. That's so gorgeous, the blue on there. But they're really pretty designs, so you can choose which ones you want. The other great thing about it is if you want one just for all year round, no one's going to notice your scenery on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
And literally just use these all year round
Perfect.
for your plaid. Your score lines are already in there for you. So all you're going to do is find your score line and you're going to fold them. Let's fold it the right way. So we're just going to use, now I'm using a scoring tool, but you don't actually need a scoring tool at all. And at all, not at all.
At all.
And then we're just going to do the same on the other side and just fold those in. That's all you need to do. And then on the bottom, you've got those same score lines going across, so everything has been thought of for you. It's only this little piece here that you need to add adhesive to. So we're just going to use our tape pens just to go down the side. And all you're going to do with that is literally fold your bag across. So that's going to go straight over. Oops, stuck down before I wanted it to do. Just going to make sure we've got that completely straight at the side, like so. Just burnish that one down so you know that won't come unstuck. And then the bottom's super easy because if you fold these sides in, you then put this sort of table across the top.
Oh, yeah.
And then this just pushes inside. So it literally just pushes to create that one. But what I would suggest then is either to cut a 2-inch by a 4-inch piece of card,
Okay.
or this piece here, just put a little bit of glue on the top there, just like so. Do exactly the same, so push the sides in, take that in, and then just push that down. And when that then locks into place, just on the inside there, like so, that then will go to the bottom. Just give that a rub down. You could use your pokey tool or your back of your scissors just to make sure that's burnished down. And that way, that's not going to come apart at all. So you've got your little bag. So there's your little bag. What I like to do is pinch the edges in.
Yeah.
So you can literally pinch those down the side. So it creates these little in-depth bits like so. And then you've got your little handle of your bag. Now, another way you can do them, if you wanted to and you wanted to be really creative, you can actually cut one of the handles off.
All right.
So if you literally just take this across here, and I'm doing it without my glasses on,
Mind your
that
fingers.
one across, all you're then going to do is bend the handle over and then put a little magnet closure, and you've got a little closed bag that you can have there as well.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah, so there's lots of different ways. Now, yesterday I made a double one. Now, this is the Halloween one, but I put two together. So if you want to do an extra special present, I've literally glued the front and the back, so you've got a different picture on each one. And I've used one of our little topper pads on the top and glued two, so you've actually got two. So when you open that up, you've got two compartments inside, so you can separate.
I was going to say,
So you
but
could have-
I thought you'd trim the inside out to make it like a bigger
No,
bag.
not at all. You could do that if you want, but I literally just stuck two together. So it's like having one of these popped together like that. So you can make two of them, and then you've got one that you can put some sweets in, one that you can put a little gift in.
That's
So
a good idea.
there's so many different things that you can do with these gift bags. I think they're amazing value, and you get so much for your money.
And whilst those ones that you showed us there were decorated, I think there's enough detail in the design that you don't necessarily have to add. I mean, add a little tag to them, because those are included, aren't they?
The tags are included, yeah, so they're in the book. So you literally get the same amount of tags to what you do your gift bag. So you've got a tag for every single bag. So yeah, they're absolutely incredible. I love these, I think, especially for Christmas, because it's probably the time we give the most gifts to more than one person, isn't it? So you're going to need these gift boxes in your life just to put all your gifts in.
Yeah, I'll show you the designs again. Lots of love coming through for the bags, though. Lynn says, I so love these bags. The plaid inside really sets them off. And like Debbie said, you know what? Yeah, if you want to reverse them and you just want to use the pattern designs, the plaid designs, then yeah, realistically, you have got bags then for all year round. But at the back, you've got there's 3 pages with those tags in, and those do simply just pop out. They're pre-die cut, so you can just pop those out, add those to your projects. Lots of little tags with your to and froms on, and other ones that you can just use to decorate your bags up. So you get 3 pages of those in the back, and then all of these different designs. And like Debbie's described, yes, you've got a beautiful sort of Christmas scene here, but reverse it round. This could be a little gift bag really for any time of the year. Your second design is here, that beautiful some of the Christmas trees, and you've got the green plaid there as well. Again, reverse that round if you want. This one here, I love. Could go quite nicely with your Jingle Bells collection, or Jingle All The Way, I should say, which is also on the show. If you shop the show, you can find all the details for that. You've then got that beautiful scene here, the sort of snowy lake, if you like. And again, you've got the inside there, which you can flip reverse round. This one here, I really love, like a little Christmassy scene there with the snow-covered rooftops, and then your plaid on the inside. And this one I really love with the candy cane. I mean, I think you're going to be making a lot of Christmassy bags with that. I like the idea of having that hung on the tree with some Christmas tree gifts inside. And then again, you've got that beautiful design on the front side too. It's $11.99 for the 72-page pad, $13.56 if you're shopping in the US and you're a Platinum member. Few comments coming through. Sarah says, I have a 4-month-old Yorkie and will do my best to dress her up this year. If she stays still long enough, probably a witch, as it fits her personality. Jeanette says, my dog had an Elvis costume with the guitar attached. He looked so cute wearing it. Hound dog then, yeah?
Oh my goodness, I bet that's amazing.
Yeah, and this makes me laugh so much, and I don't know if this is a collie thing, but Hillary, who has Holly Collie, she says, if I try and dress Holly up, she just stands still and refuses to move. Mac was exactly the same. When we not so much dress him up, but if we put like a coat on him for to go out in the winter, he would just stand there, and you'd be like, you can move still, you know. He'd just look at you. You'd physically have to move his paws for him. And Molly's exactly the same.
How funny.
If you put like a Christmas jumper, she's got a Christmas jumper. It's got a little hood on it with little reindeer antlers. If you put that on it, she just stands there like that. It's so weird. As if they like can't move now they've got a jumper on. So funny, aren't they? They're funny, aren't they? Our pets, they're so quirky. Jessica says, good afternoon. Jessica Stricker from a cool southern Illinois. Hello, and hello also to Sarah Thompson, who says, Ben and Debbie, I must say I really appreciate these launch parties and the numerous demonstrations on how to use the collections. I think I've bought every new collection this season. I think that's one of the reasons why we're so popular. I sing our praises because you have the launches where you can pick up the product, and then on the launch shows you've got 4 or 5 demos, and then we follow up with launch parties, and then we follow up again with things like craft-alongs. We do make it really, really easy for you to be able to get the very best out of all the products. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby, #profesh. And we are back for part 2 of Launch Party. And it's been a cracker so far. If you missed the first hour, then do make sure you go back because we've looked at Sheena's Through the Window collection. We've also had a look through that brand new launch of the Good Tidings gift bag pad set. So that is all on the Shop the Show. There is plenty more besides. There's lots that we won't get through in this show, so do make sure you shop the show. Keep the comments coming through. I know lots of people are chatting about Halloween costumes because we're on that Halloween sort of theme, aren't we, this week? A lot of people talk about costumes they wear and also costumes that they put their pets in. And I read that there are pictures being sent through which we'll probably have a little bit of a look at. In fact, we can do that right now. Why not? I mean, come on. Come on.
Aww.
Comet. Who's this Comet's cat? Oh, Kirsty D, it's your cat, Comet. Comet's a little witch. Super cute. I love that. She doesn't look best pleased, is all I would say. Or he doesn't look best pleased, but we appreciate that. He is casting a spell on Hugh. Oh, and this is whose dog is this? I just read this message.
Oh my goodness!
Sarah. No, Jeanette.
Oh,
Look at Nico. That is brilliant. I need to get one like that for Molly Collie. So good.
it's very good.
Yes. You're nothing but a hound dog. And then whose cat is this?
Oh, look at Freya.
Kirsty D's other cat, Freya. I'm Batcat. I would say again, looking less than impressed. Is that a pumpkin she's got on her collar as well? Yeah. You just have to be careful. I think like dogs are a bit more accepting when you put costumes on them and stuff, but cats you have to be a little bit more careful with because they can get their claws out, can't they? But yeah, very cool. Thank you, everyone. If you feel like sending in more pictures, feel free to, of animals dressed up. Love the double bag idea, Debbie, says Elaine. You are so creative. And Lynn says, Ben, thank you for showing that pad again. I think I'll do these for the table for lunch on Christmas Day. Makes a nice change. Perfect for that. Perfect. Kim Creekmore says, I love the double bag idea too. And Sarah said, have you thought about adding a ribbon collection to these bags that match the papers so the tags can be attached?
Oh, that would be really nice, yes.
Just a thought for a complete collection for crafters. And Lisa P says, I dressed as Cruella a couple of years ago. I loved it so much. Fun to be kind of bad sometimes. Ha! Feel free to send in those pics. Kirsty D says, Comet loves her hats, but they have to be on one ear. Diva cats, eh? Now, are we doing this, this, this?
this and this.
I'm always prepared, Nicola. I'm always prepared for every eventuality. I go wherever you want me to go. I'm like a coiled spring. Grab what? Vintage Halloween. We're not doing that though, are we? No.
She just wanted to see if you were organised. You are very organised, Ben.
I am. I know where everything is, and I'm ready to react. But we're not doing that. We're doing Jingle All The Way, which was such a cool collection. Launched last week. Was this launched last week? I lose track of time. The Showstopper collection, I have to remember my notes here. So the Showstopper on this one is that we've kind of built the bonus bundle into the Showstopper, okay? So normally when we give you a Showstopper, we then offer you a half-price deal on extra papers. We've bundled it into the Showstopper here. So if you go for the Showstopper, you get everything I'm about to show you. You get 2 12x12 pads, 2 6x6 pads, but you don't pay for the second 12x12. So that's the deal, really, and why most people went for that. I'll show you the paper pads in a second. I just want to show you this first of all, which I think is absolutely brilliant. The ability for you to be able to make your own little gift boxes to pop your I Believe bells in. Now you're going to get 3 of those. You're going to get the template to make the box, template for the tag, and the ribbon, which I'll show you in just a second. Plus you get some absolutely beautiful stamps to go with, and a stunning verse as well, which we can read you as we go through. So popular was this. Many people multi-ordering within the collection, buying the showstopper and then adding more of these, because I think that this is just so magical to make these for Christmas Eve boxes, all that kind of thing. We provide you with the ribbon as well, so you can use those to attach the bells to the top of the boxes. There's a little slit there, you see, where you can thread the actual ribbon through to have the bells suspended within the box. Such a great idea, and one which I know lots of people got very excited about. You've got a stamp set. This one gives you the lyrics to Walking in a Winter Wonderland. I think that'd be perfect for the front of a card. Maybe as a sentiment on an insert inside the card. I won't read it, because if I do, I'll start singing and I'll probably get told off.
When I was making it, I kept singing it.
You cannot read that and then
Without
not sing
singing
it.
Yeah, you can't.
It feels weird.
Try.
No, I don't want
Try.
to, because I'll sing and then I'll get in trouble.
What were you singing on the show
Sleigh bells
yesterday?
ring.
Yeah. Oh, I've done it now. Jimmy, lured me in. Dancing bells. There was a fabulous, I'm losing track of, did I launch this with Leanne? Fabulous demo on the launch with those beautiful dancing bells. You've got stunning edgeables in here. You've also got beautiful embossing folders as well. That's a card in itself. The Sound of Christmas, beautiful 3D emboss. Add all the detail onto there with your ink pads. Maybe use your new blending brushes if you're picking those up today. I'm back in stock. You've also got the Jingle Bells stamp, which I love. This was cool as well on the launch, the Sleigh Bells ring, where Leanne used that on the top of a box. You've got Father Christmas there and lots of other little added elements with the snowflakes and the Jingle Bells. Then you've got your sentiments. Again, lovely sentiments, Jingle All The Way. The bell still rings for all who truly believe. I believe.
I believe.
Yes. Make a wish. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Then you get your beautiful... oh, where's that come from? That's fallen off somewhere. Then you've got all of your beautiful paper pads and your linen cardstock. The 12 by 12, absolutely love. I love the fact, again, that like the A sides are gorgeous, right? And again, you've got layer upon layer of detail. But I love the B sides as well on these. As I say, it seems to be a bit of a running theme this season, doesn't it? Plaid's back in a big way, I feel. Like
yeah,
plaid and check.
absolutely. I think it's quite on trend at the moment. Yeah, absolutely.
I love the fact that you've got the silvery bells in there as well. So you've got your gold bells, your silver bells. And also, love, love, love the wood effect that you've got on the back. And these here, like, slip into them, use them as little borders.
Yeah, like extra ribbons. I love
Yeah.
them. I think they're so nice. I think we've been quite thoughtful in our pads lately with different elements. And this really shows in this one.
Again, layer upon layer of detail. Love the edging around these again. So if you want to make kind of bigger memory book pages, scrapbook pages, again, you've got the beautiful plaid, the tartan there as well, which is gorgeous. And this one here I love. I'm a bit of a sucker for the candy cane design. I really love that. Again, maybe you're making like a Christmas album this year. There's your base straight away for like a 12 by 12 scrapbook page. But it's a beautiful 12 by 12 pad. You're getting that twice over in the showstopper and only paying for one. Then you have got your Jingle All The Way linen cardstock. So those are all of the colours that you are going to be getting in there. It's 6 colours, 4 sheets of each, all perfectly matched to match with the designs that you've got within your pads. And on top of that, you are also going to receive my... Oh, no, I'm getting my collections mixed up. I still do love this. You are also going to receive the 6 by 6 pad. I thought it was the...
Vintage Halloween?
No, yeah, the Christmas Rose, where the 6 by 6 pad's different, isn't it? This is the same, but shrunken down into those smaller 6 by 6 sizes for you. So, Showstopper is everything I've just shown you, but you get 2 of these, and you get 2 of these, but you only pay for 1. It's £90.38, $119.12. If you go for the Showstopper tonight, don't leave that, what is it, $5 or so hanging on there. Get your free shipping by maybe adding in another set of those bells. Took a while to get through that because it's a big collection, but let's have a look at some finished samples with Debbie. It's a really, I know it's a silly thing to say, but it's a really Christmassy collection. It's magical, isn't it?
Such a Christmassy collection. It's a feel-good, jingle all the way collection. I love it. It is just, I want to say my favourite so far.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. I could create with this till the days are long. Yeah, I just
Well, there you go.
love it.
Praise indeed.
I mean, look at this. Is that not just the most beautiful stamp ever? It's just gorgeous. The bells, everybody loves to use bells on their creations. This is one of the Christmas bags, look, decorated with those jingle bells.
Cool.
So it looks amazing, absolutely beautiful. And then you've got the bigger bells as well. That big bell, paper piecing, putting like die cutting little pieces to put back in. It just looks incredible. All the samples are amazing. There's just so many different things you can do with them. It's
cool.
Gorgeous, isn't it? It's so
Yeah,
gorgeous.
paper piece.
I love this one. The use of that edgeable die with then that poem in the background, the song in the background, I think just looks incredible. And then using the plaid papers around that, so your eye is just really focusing on what's in the background. It's focusing on that edgeable, but you've just got that slight Christmas feel about that plaid on there. The embossing folder, I mean, so ornate. I absolutely love that one. Another one here using that edgeable in a different way. You're right about that one that Leanne used. I mean, look at this. It is just the most beautiful one, wouldn't you? I mean, you just want to make all your Christmas cards like this. The kids will love crafting this with this. You will love crafting. That looks like a watercolour drawing.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
it does not look like an embossing folder. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then just using, you've got those additional bells, just using that song on the front there on a big tag. I mean, that says it all, doesn't it? That is a Christmas card that anybody would feel special to have. I absolutely love it. Just beautiful, beautiful samples. Right, I'll get ready and do my demo.
Excellent stuff. Thank you for all the pictures again. Kirsty D says, yes, it was a pumpkin bell that Freya was wearing. She still puts her wings on now. Her nickname is Batcat. I'm Batcat. And I love this. Rhonda says, my 21-year-old cat, Katrina, would never allow me to put a costume on her. I like my fingers too much to attempt such a feat. You may remember we had Nut, didn't we, who passed away about 18 months ago, and as she got older she became more tolerant, and I just, when Daisy was little, she used to just dress her up, and she had these Our Generation dolls which were kind of, the costumes were big enough to put on the cat. Well, you've got them now, yeah. The costumes were big enough to put on the cat. So she used to one of them was like a bike which came with a helmet that you could put on the dolls. And so Daisy would put the helmet on Nut. She'd be quite happy. And then she'd put her in the pram and then just push her around, and Nut would quite happily just sit in this pram.
I need to do that with Doug now.
It was so funny. I'll see if I can dig out some pictures. Terry Grievan says, I've just got my Jingle All The Way order yesterday and it's absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to play. And Sarah says, I'm looking forward to crafting with the edgeable die first. Let's have a look. If you've got your collection, you probably want some more inspiration. So it's nice to get Debbie's take on it. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, I thought as the box had been so popular with the big bell in there, I thought, yeah, let's do that because it really is super easy. You're just going to be making loads of them. So, so all I'm doing is literally, I've just placed this onto my cardstock and we're literally just going to draw around. Now at home, I did use a pencil, but I can't find a pencil in the studio, so I'm just going to use a pen, but that doesn't matter. And it's only because it's white cardstock, so you might see the lines, where if you've got pencil, you can erase them out.
Yeah.
So all I'm going to do is go round all of that, right round to the edges, like so. So once you've done that, you're going to create this whole piece. Now I'm going to just show you this piece and then I'll show you the one that I've got, because what I've done, when I put my score lines in, I just put a little dash at the top and each side. Then I know where that score line goes.
Yeah.
This bit is your window, so that's the bit that you're going to cut out as well. So let's take that away so you can see, oh, I've missed a bit there, but it's fine, it's fine. So this one, which I've done in my pencil, actually I might have done that in pen, that looks like pen as well. So I've cut all my pieces out, and then all you're going to do is just go around all of those. So if you were really sort of careful, you could go right on the line and not have too much of that black line in there, or you could go just before the line and then you will actually take that away. So let me just bring that in so you can see that a bit better there. and you're just going to take this down. Some of the bigger lines you could use your guillotine, but actually just cutting around the line. So you're going to just go for around all of those, but I'm not going to bore you with my cutting or lack of cutting skills. I wanted to then show you how you can cut this middle section out, because again, I brought it to you once today, but yeah, the paper trimmer is your best friend with things like this.
If you haven't got that, is it a case of like craft knife and a ruler?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you could do it with a craft knife and ruler. I could probably do it freehand because I'm quite good with a craft knife, so I would just do it with freehand. But this is really good because what you're going to do is see where that line takes you. And what I mean by that, this line that's going, let's bring this up, this line that's coming down here is your cut line. So you can sort of see where it's going to go, but you can always test it. So we can just put a little cut down. I can see it just needs to come over just a fraction, and then we can go back in, and then you've got a line on your purple piece here. You literally take that line to the line, and that's, you can't even see the line because I've cut it out, but if I move that, you'll be able to see it's cut directly through that line. So it's really easy to be able to find that line. This bit's easy because you're just going to line it up with that line that's going to go to the side here. And again, you're just going to place your line onto there, come down and cut to the next line like so. And then you're going to continue with that just along to cut that out. So that's just going to come down like so. And then your last one onto the next line. So it's just a case of gutting out that middle section. Once you've done that, that creates your window. Cut all the rest out. You'll then get this here. Now, what I've done with my one, just to make it all a little bit quicker, I've already put some red liner tape here because I actually want to put a little acetate window in.
But you don't need to, do you?
You don't need to. So the rigidity of the box is very good. So once it's all in place, like so, it will all come in. I've already decorated it, so you can see with those pretty papers from the jingle bells. And when you put this together, it'll all come into place like this. You've got your bottom of your box, and then this tucks in. The rigidity of that box, you don't need to put anything in there. But if you wanted to, you could absolutely put a little bit of acetate in there. So all I've done here is I've created a little acetate window. I've just popped it on the inside here like so, and then we can stick our sides to there as well. So let's just take these extra pieces off like so. And then we can just stick our acetate into place. It's really easy to make a little acetate window, but you absolutely don't need to. And then, because you might want to put a few sweets in the bottom there or something, so I thought it would be nice to do that. So all I'm going to do is make sure that we fit that exactly. Oh, and then I've just, that'll be fine.
It's such a lovely component of this collection, isn't it? And I think it's one that sort of certainly sets this apart from other collections.
So with this one, what we're going to do, because we want this to come in, but we want that we want our lid to be able to open. I'll tell you what I haven't done, Ben. I've not cut my my line in the top. I've done it on the inside, but not through the papers. So all I'm going to do is just take my scissors, and that's going to create that little line through the top there, which we can thread then through our little ribbon. But what we are going to do is just tape the bottoms here. So I'm just going to use my tape pen along there. But before we put it together, what I am going to do is put the bell through the top.
Is tape pen the best adhesive, or are you just doing that for time?
You what, sorry?
Is using the tape pen the best for this?
Yeah, I think it's brilliant to use. Absolutely brilliant. Yes, it's strong. What I would say is make sure if you're not burnishing down, you're just making sure that you're rubbing it together. Yeah. Because if you sort of heat it up, it makes it go warm and really sticky, so it's going to stick really well. So before we put anything together, we are going to use our ribbon and our bell. So, oh, it's going for a wobbler.
Going for a wobble. Oh, hello. It's got a runaway bell.
I got a runaway bell. So we're literally just going to feed that through. So nice and simple. So that will come up the other side like so. And then all we're going to do is thread this through the top. So let's just have that on there. This will go onto here. And then what I would do is hold it over that line and then just use, I've got my tweezers here, just use your tweezers to poke it through. And then that way, that will just come up the top like so. And then all we're going to do there is just tie a knot. So, and it depends on where you want your bell hanging.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to sort of see, I want mine to come down a little bit more. You've got extra ribbon. So even though you've got ribbon inside the, if I turn it around so you can see what I'm doing there. You can use extra ribbon if you want it a bit longer, or you've got some shorter pieces of ribbon just for the right height. So just gonna hold that inside, bring that in, and just tie that in a knot. So once that's in your knot, you then know that that's going to hang inside. Oh, it needs to be, actually, no, it does need to be a little bit higher. So we're just going to tighten that a little bit more. There we go. And then I'm just going to trim those pieces at the top, like so. So it's a lovely little gift box, but also that bell is just being really creative with it. And then all we're going to do is take off that red liner tape, or the backing, should I say, because that's going to stick to our sides. Let's do this side first. There we go. So our sides are now going to just stick to that side, like so. And then we've got our piece here, which we've put our tape down. So we're just going to bring that in and stick to that piece, like so. Just like I say, give that a rub down, then you know that that's going to be nice and secure. And then the bottom of the box, you've literally got these side pieces, pop them down, and then you can just tuck that down inside.
Such a cool
it's
idea.
So clever, isn't it? And it just comes together really, really well. So then on the inside, all you then need to do, you've got your bell. Let's take that out a second, because I just want to make sure that the bottom there is really glued down. So I'm just using my scoring tool to go down onto those. And then you've got your little box there. And then all I did, Ben, you've got a little message in here. You've got a stamp set.
Can you read it, the little poem again?
Yes, so it says, "This is a bell from Santa's sleigh, a gift for you to keep. Ring it loud on Christmas Eve before you go to sleep. When Rudolph hears the jingle of your bell on Christmas night, he will guide the sleigh to you with his nose shining bright. So hang it on your Christmas tree or somewhere else instead. You might just find a big surprise when you get out of bed." It's so lovely, isn't it? The bell needs to hang a little bit more as well. So I just
think if you make Christmas Eve boxes for the kids or the grandkids, you know, if they're of a certain age, I think having this in that Christmas Eve box for them to go to bed with, I think it's so magical.
Yeah, it absolutely is. So I've got a little, and then we've got the bell will ring for those who truly believe. So literally, I'm going to just pop that on the side. So that gives us a nice sentiment.
Just whilst you're sticking, Brenda's is saying, can I buy this box template separately? Yeah, all of the items, I think, or maybe you can't. We'll double check. I'm sure everything is available. Oh, did we? We'll double check for you, Brenda. We'll double check. I might have been a bit swift in my answer there, but initially you could. I think it might be now that you can only get it in the collection, but we'll check and find out for you.
So I'm just tying this piece. I've just put a little bow and already put a little loop on that one. And then we've got our little type there, so we'll bring that round. We've got our little tag, and we've got our bell. Oh, it's pulled it up. Go down, bell. There we go. And our little bell in there. And you can decorate the inside with flowers. You've got that. I mean, it is such a lovely little gift, isn't it? Love it.
It's super cool. Brenda, we've just found out it's actually only available in the collection, sadly. The stock that we had, I think, individually, it did sell out from memory, actually, didn't it, in the show? Sarah says, I'm making these bell boxes for my grandchildren back in Ohio for Christmas. I love that idea. I think the more magical that you can make Christmas for the little ones, the better. Jane says, that is wonderful. And Pat says, I got my Jingle All The Way collection yesterday. It's stunning. Can I just ask an unrelated question, which Karen's asked?
Yep.
Just whilst we're here. Because feel free, and I always say this, ask any questions at any point in time. You know, if it's related to the show, amazing. If it's related to a product, but if there's a crafty conundrum that you've got, that's the reason we're here. So never feel afraid to think, oh, they're not talking about such and such, I can't ask it. Do ask. Karen says, Karen Hughes, I have a question. Can you stamp and use alcohol pens on flower forming foam? That's the first part.
Yes, you can.
And if so, what ink do you use to stamp?
It's your alcohol-proof ink pad.
Yeah.
So really simple. We do a Vanessa ink pad, which is for your waterproof inks and your alcohol-proof inks. So if you're using your alcohol markers, you'd use your alcohol-proof ink.
That's a good thing about flower forming foam, isn't it? And we always say with the white flower forming foam, then you've got the opportunity to turn it into whatever colour flowers that
It
you want.
works really well as well, Ben. They just work lovely on there, especially if you're using flowers and you just want to put extra sort of shading in the centres. Alcohol pens work amazingly well.
Thanks for the question, Karen. Hopefully that's cleared that up for you. Any more questions, please feel free to fire them in. I cannot believe it. We'll, by the time we come back, we'll be into the final sort of half hour of the show. We've had a look at Jingle All The Way, had a look at Sheena's collection. Don't forget, we've got the brand new Good Tidings die-cut gift bag pad. That's been very popular. And, of course, back in stock are those blending brushes. Get those whilst you can, because I'm feeling they're going to go again very, very quickly. You get 5 brushes within each of the bundles. Feel free to buy more if you think you need. I'd rather you be greedy and they sell out than for you to come back in a few weeks and go, oh no, it's sold out again. So get them now whilst you can. We'll come back with some more demos and inspiration the other side of this short break.
I like to get up, chill, relax, get a cup of tea, then get myself sorted. And if I'm presenter, I'll write all my notes. If I'm the demonstrator, I'll get my prep out, have another look at it, make sure that everything is the way it needs to be for the show, do the show. Then what I'll do is I'll grab something to eat. Then have another look at the sheets again, making sure the next show's all good to go. Then we do that show, tidy. I always like to make sure that the area is nice and tidy, either for myself the next day or whoever's in. Jump in the car, head home. I will quickly unpack what I need to unpack, and then I get on that sofa as quick as I can. As soon as we go live, I love that within our live shows, I always get the butterflies. As soon as we get that countdown in our ear that we're just going live, butterflies kick in, and within about 10-15 seconds, I'm going. Butterflies have gone, and we just enjoy the show. Early riser. Oh, shower in the morning. Tea. Oh, savoury breakfast. Masterclass. My mobile phone. Oh, anything with chicken. Currently, it is the weekend, Blinding Light, and it has been for about a couple of years, and I still love it. Apart from jumping in the car, chilling on the sofa, watching TV.
Come in, check my emails, then lay the shows out in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive marketing suites, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobbymaker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during shows, we will run about and get the products for them. Think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's nobody else in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White, you're my first, my last, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
Welcome back, everybody. Amy McHale says, good evening, joining late to the party as I had a busy day sightseeing in Dartmouth. That's my neck of the woods. And I'm getting the train from Kingsway to Paignton. That's a lovely train journey. What are you doing down there, Amy? Let me know, that's where I'm from, that neck of the woods. Love Dartmouth is beautiful. Now to chill and get my crafting fix. Or do you live down there? Let me know. Lynn says, I never get sick of hearing that poem. The bell is gorgeous and will be loved for years by adults and children. So glad I got this beautiful collection. As you will know, if you watched the launch show, Leanne made me a bell, which I'm keeping, and because I like to keep the magic inside. Can I just come back to Karen, Debbie, with the... She says she's tried to use alcohol ink, but her ink smudges and it doesn't seem to dry. Is there anything you can offer up there?
So that could be because of the fibres in the foam.
Foam, right.
So it might not be allowing it to dry very well. So you might have to stamp it and then heat dry it or leave it to dry for a little while. The other thing is a stays-on ink, which dries quickly. You might also get away with our quick drying ink as well. Try that and see if that works. I've never actually stamped onto foam, so I'm thinking of what would work with alcohol ink, but actually heat embossing would work as well. It's just that you have to be careful because it actually manipulates the foam as well. So, yeah, it's a difficult one. So I'll have to give it a try for you and see if I can find out. Okay. Yes, but I think if you dry it, let it dry and then go back to it, it should be okay. It will smudge if it's not drying okay, and because it's a porous surface, isn't it, the foam?
Thank you. Thank you for the comments and questions. I'm super excited to look at this next collection because I wasn't here yesterday when it launched, and I love Halloween, and I know you guys absolutely love this showstopper as well. It's the vintage Halloween showstopper. Basically, you get everything I'm about to show you, and then if you get the showstopper, you then can get a second bundle of your papers for half price. In the collection, I mean, it is just brilliant. You're going to get this fantastic edgeable allowing you to make spooky cards like this. So you've got that absolutely stunning cobweb. I love the fact that it's done in like a curved design as well, something a little bit different there. But all of those spiders webs, that one is called your swirling web. That's the first one. You've then got your perfect potion, which is, yes, Kirsty D's Cat Comet, but also I think I said when we launched this on, or not when we launched it, when we showed you on Countdown to Launch, looks a bit like Cat Witch as well, that book that I loved as a kid. But look, those are the kind of things you can do there. You've got the stamp and the die to cut out your cat. Then you've got all of these embellishments, so your vintage Halloween corner web and spiders. And again, just brilliant to make, I mean, I love this sort of a slightly more slimline card, but you've got all the spiders there hanging down from the cobwebs in the corner. Great thing, again, maybe to use in conjunction with the gift bag pads that you've got to decorate those up. This is too much fun. Look at the skeleton. Who made this one? Rebecca Davies. Should have known. That is brilliant. I absolutely love that. Having the skeletons popping up in the little the circles and just having them all sort of like, because that's the die that you're going to get, right? But yeah, why not snip into it? I think that's such a cool idea. We called him Bob apparently yesterday. Again, what I love about that is that you could potentially snip it all up and then have like a little skeleton shaker in a shaker card, couldn't you? Have all the bones like shaking around, which I think would be a cool idea. So there's Bob, just called Skeleton. Then you're going to get the ability to be able to make this card. Again, Nicole smashed it out of the park. I absolutely love what you've done with this. So this is the Witch's Potion. So you've got all of these different bits and pieces. The cauldron, the skull. You've got all of the different bottles of medicine. Again, you've got the little bone there as well. You sort of pestle and mortar in there. I think that's absolutely brilliant. Again, nice sort of size for using with your bits and pieces, your scraps, if you like. Then you've got your cat, slightly different cat, this one, but I love the fact, it's called what? The cat's called Sandra. Why did you call it Sandra? Okay, we will go with that. Sandra the cat, apparently. She's a skeleton cat. I like a dead cat. Okay, well, I quite like Sandra. So Sandra on a broomstick. No, I wasn't questioning it. I just think it's a different name, isn't it, for a cat. This I love, because this is your sassy witch, isn't it? Your vintage witch. Reminds me a little bit of Samantha from Bewitched, who used to twitch her nose to cast her magical spells. So quite sassy. Craig's a big fan of this one as well, apparently. But there you go. You've then got your amazing embossing folder, the Trick or Treat. Which, I mean, again, look at this, right? With a little bit of matting and layering, a little bit of the ribbon, which you're also going to get in this collection. A fantastic project. Absolutely brilliant. All done with that one embossing folder. Then you have got stencils in here. Vintage Halloween. So you've got the pumpkin, the spider. That was like the spider that Debbie got out of the bath this morning in the talent house. Probably that one's slightly smaller than Jimmy 2. Jimmy 2?
Yes.
Yes. You have to watch Debbie's Instagram posts from earlier to understand. The day in the life couldn't have worked out more stressful. Haunted house and bats in there as well. And then look at all of these goodies you're going to get. 2 stamp sets. This one is the Boo to You, which gives you Boo to You, Trick or Treat. And I think one of my favourite sentiments of all time, Bonjour. It is just brilliant. I mean, Best Witches is good, but Bonjour has got to win it. No bones about it. You're a sweet friend. Have a perfect Halloween and spooky vibes. And then you've got your second set of stamps, which is more of the characters, if you like. So you've got your pumpkin with hat. Oh, it's upside down. Oh, no, it isn't. You've got your, like, pumpkin man. You've got your skull, ghosties and ghoulies, the gravestones there. It's a brilliant set, right? So that's all your hardware. You may have noticed on a few of the cards that I showed you, you've got ribbons. So you get your set of Halloween ribbons there, the vintage ribbon, that satin ribbon. You've got 3 different designs. Well, not 3 different designs, 3 different colours and 3 widths of each. Then your pad. Love. Oh, look again. But look at the scenes. I just feel like we've, certainly following on from last year, we've been smashing the Halloween designs, haven't we?
Yeah, we absolutely have. These are incredible. I mean, there's something to look at in every single part of that page.
Yeah, and I feel like the more you look at, the more you come back to it, the more that you'll see. Like, look there, the cat with the glowing eyes, Sandra the cat. You've got all your candles there. Look further in, cobwebs and bats and big black cats. Woo, boo. The witch flying across the moon. But look at the reverse again, cobwebs and it's just amazing. And I think now with the Halloween pads that we're bringing out, you know, there is good. When we bring Christmas collections out, you guys expect our Christmas pads to be great. We're now doing that with Halloween too. I mean, look at that. There's Bob Bones. Oh, someone's put him in the cauldron there, look. Look at that.
Oh, no.
That's not very nice, is it? He's just hanging around and the witch has gone and put him in the cauldron. Unbelievable.
She looks too nice for that.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he sort of fell in. She'll help him out. But again, look at the beautiful designs that you've got on the reverse to use for your mats and layers. Or again, you know, I think you could use those almost any time, really.
Yeah,
There's nothing too
round.
spooky Halloweeny about those. But the designs are absolutely brilliant. The themes running through these will match up with the stamps and the dies and the embossing folders that you've got within the set as well. And again, what I love is you've got some things which are a little bit more spooky, a little bit more creepy. Beautiful designs on the back once again. Such a stunning pad. It's 36 double-sided sheets that you're going to be getting there. And remember, if you go for the showstopper, you can buy a second bundle. You're also going to get all of your linen cardstock in there too. So 6 different colours, 4 designs of each. And then within your 6x6, of course, you get your shrunken down versions of what I've just shown you in the 12x12. I think that's a great price for a brilliant bundle. £72 platinum. Equates to brilliant value for money. $96 if you're shopping in the US and you're platinum. And as I've said, you go for the showstopper, then look for the paper bundle for the Vintage Halloween, and you can have the second lot of that for half price. Good to see what you get, but always better to look at the samples with Debbie, because this is where the inspiration comes.
Yeah, and they are fabulous samples, just so good. Showing everything you can do just with that stamp set. We're going to be using these stamps in our demo. I just think they're fabulous. So you can build them up a scene like this, or you can use them as I'm going to do. I love this one, making this sort of warbler out of this pumpkin man. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
Is he wobbling?
Yeah, he's got a little warbler on the back there.
That is brilliant.
So good, isn't it? Love that. We made this one actually yesterday, so in the show, which is just lovely that you can do the papers. I love this edgeable die. I think it's just absolutely brilliant. This is what you're talking about. I made this one as well, where you put all the bones and skulls as shaker elements inside your card. And I love the skull. I think the skull's absolutely brilliant. This is a cute card as well. I mean, look at that.
Look at Bob in his bed.
He's like, oh no, my mates have lost their bodies.
That's why he stayed in, you see. He was going to go out on the town, but he had nobody to go with.
Oh. And then we've got our trick or treat, and I love this one as well. I mean, how cool is that card? I love the use of these in the background, and just use them on each side of your card.
I have got a lot of time for the green pumpkin.
I know. I'm glad you have a lot of time for the green card. It looks cool, doesn't it?
It's like a witch pumpkin.
I know, it is like a witchery pumpkin.
Well, because like orange pumpkins, and I know white pumpkins.
White pumpkins.
Never green.
Never green.
Oh, I love that.
I know. He's been out on a night out on the tiles, hasn't he?
Yeah, feeling a bit sick.
Green in the gills.
Oh.
I love this one. I just think this is so much fun. So making it really bright, cheerful, happy, just totally different from Halloween, but it really works. I love that one. I think it's great. And another one here as well, using that edgeable in a slightly different way, but as a shaker card. But look at the papers in the background, that witch on the moon, everything about it is so good. I love these. Right, shall we get started on a demo?
Yeah, can I just ask very, very quickly, before I forget, so Sarah, you know this card I showed here, do you know off the top of your head, Debbie, the nesting die that's been used there? Is it,
I don't know on the top of my head. So they would have been our second lot of nesting dies, but quite a few years ago it came out. We did like a number 2 set of nesting dies, which would have been our decorative edge ovals, probably. Same with mine. I've used an edgeable. I've used an edgeable on my card, and I wouldn't be able to tell you what they are. So this is this is the one I've used. So apologies. I've took all mine out of the packets now. And I just have them on my magnetic sheets. So whenever I think they work with something, I just take the edgeable dies. I'm hoping we will bring some sort of everyday more nesting dies like this back, because I think they're hugely popular. Right, I've got my 2 stamps. I've already stamped these out, so you can see I've got my hand, and we've got the actual tombstone as well. So I'm just going to do a very quick colouring in as well, just to give them a bit of colour. So I'm going to use my light green blend, and this one is our brown grey blend. I think the brown grey is a really nice one to use. It just works really well with sort of like the tombstone and the stone, and just a really nice colour. So what we're going to go for is the lightest one, and I'm just going to go into where those cracks are forming, because that way it's just giving me that guideline of exactly where it is. You can see I'm not doing too much, just putting in that detail. So it's just a case of drawing in a little bit of colour, just to make it look old and sort of worn, like so. Then you can go in with your darker one, and then I'm just going to go into the actual edges, doing small circular motions coming round, because that's going to really make it pop. It's going to also give it that real sort of old feel, as if it's worn around the edges. And that, as you can see, it's starting to lighten here. So it'll start to lighten and start to blend in with the lightest colour. So we're going to do this round all of them. And it really is a case of just doing really small circular motion, and then out to here. And that way we're not taking completely away our lightest colour. We're just making this look really blended and really looking like it's an old tombstone.
I hope you don't accidentally colour outside the lines there, because if you did, that would be a grave mistake. Oh, sorry. Just whilst we're watching you, Amy, who was messaging from Devon, says, I'm just here on holiday, Ben. I leave tomorrow, though. There were a couple of super yachts moored in Dartmouth today. Yeah, you see a few down there. So I think it's a lot of the rich and famous have like holiday homes and stuff down in Dartmouth. Very impressive. have Jingle All The Way collection to play with when I get home, says Amy. And Sarah Thompson says, I bought this collection on HSM, so I got the linen cardstock and 6x6 pad this morning with the rest of the creator card dies that weren't available on HSN. Yeah, yeah, there's lots of individual bits and pieces that you can pick up if you didn't get them on HSN. Susie's just rating my jokes, says not as good as the Bones one. I thought that was better, Susie, but there we go. I'll stop now. That's my quota for the day.
Don't ever stop, Ben. We appreciate you. Right, so, and then I'm going to use, I was going to use my grey, but I haven't got it. But I'm not going to, I've got the ones already. I thought I had them already. Where have they gone? Oh, they've disappeared. Not to worry. Let's colour the blackbird then in the darker colour. So we're just going to come in around the edges.
Sarah's also picked up the aqua markers that were on sale in the Tri-Blend Brush Extender collection. I think I have them all now, says Sarah. Where am I going to put everything? I have no idea. Cross that bridge when you come to it, but if you need storage for your pens, as producer Nicola just said in my ear, pen trays. Yeah. They are good.
They are good.
And they must be in stock, I'm sure. We are going to have a look. Yeah, you watch now. We go pen trays, and it's like, oh, they're out of stock. We're going to double check for you, though. We're going to double check. They are in stock, yes.
That's good. That's what we want, isn't it? Then I'm just going to grab my ice grey blend.
Okay.
Because, so we've got ice grey. So just to do, I'm going to do him as Frankenstein's hand.
Nice.
So we're going to have a nice green hand. There's something about green, I don't know what it is, but green really works for Halloween, doesn't it?
Oh, yes. I think it's because they're like witches and stuff, though, as well, isn't it?
Yes.
You know, you think of like your green witches, and I think when Sheena did that card the other day through the window with the ghost, she coloured her ghost screen as well to look like Slimer out of Ghostbusters. Has anyone seen, sorry, by the way, talking of green, as I was thinking of booking it, it was very expensive. Has anyone seen the musical Wicked?
No, I'd like to see it.
Is it worth watching? Is
Well,
it worth,
it must be, because Nicola's seen it three
Nicola,
times.
is it worth paying a lot of money to go and see? You do think it's magical. It's coming to Sunderland at the end of September. I might have to go.
I love going to the theatre.
Oh, it is great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is the Sunderland Empire, I imagine that's a big theatre, right? Good vibe? Oh, good size.
Good vibe.
Good size, good vibe. Yeah, I just really fancy that. There's a few things coming to town soon. I haven't been to the theatre in ages. Oh, okay. Top tip about parking if I do go. Thank you. Right, so park somewhere else, not in the theatre car park. Excellent stuff. Thank you. Well, that's my theatre night planned out. Oh, Wicked is amazing, says Superstar Susie. I'd go and see it again and again.
Well, Nicola did, so...
Yeah. Did you say you've seen it? No, you haven't seen it,
No,
Debbie.
I haven't. I would like to go and see. There's quite a few I'd like to go and see. What's the new... Oh, I'd like to go and see the new Fawlty Towers.
Oh, yes.
That looks really good.
They've done Only Fools and Horses, the musical as well, which is coming to Sunderland. And what's the other one? Oh, I'm going to take Daisy and probably Laura because we love the movie. Hairspray's coming next year.
Oh, right, yes.
It's so good. I love that film. Has anyone else seen that movie? It's such a good movie. So good.
Never fancied it, actually.
No.
I don't know why.
It's really, I was a bit like you with that. I was a bit like, oh, really? And then we sat and watched it, and it's one of those movies I could watch over and over again.
I was actually like that with... oh, it's gone straight out of my head now. The Greatest Showman.
Oh, right, okay.
I didn't really fancy that.
But then watched it and
I
loved
watched it and I was like, how have I not watched this? It's so good.
I love that movie. I just love Hugh Jackman. I think he's such a talented chap.
Have you seen the new Deadpool yet?
I haven't, because on the instructions of Jake, I need to catch up on the previous X-Men movies before I can get the full value out of the new Deadpool.
Oh, okay.
So he says to watch X-Men 1 and 2 and then to watch Logan and then watch Deadpool 3.
Oh, okay.
Because I've seen the other Deadpools.
Yeah, I'm not really a superhero fan, so but when they're on, we'll go to the pictures to see them, and when they're on, I quite enjoy them, but I never choose to go and watch them again. I wouldn't ever watch them again. I mean, there are real die-hard people that watch them all in order, don't they?
What was the other one I want to see? Oh, Back to the Future, the musical as well.
Oh, that's it. Back to the Future. Yes, that looks really good.
Even though that's not touring. Might have to go to London for that one, yeah. It's a good night. We haven't done one for ages, but I love like a theatre weekend. You know, when you go to London,
Yeah.
have a weekend, have a theatre night on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
We haven't done that for a while. We normally do that all the time. But we're going to watch Texas. We're doing that, but we're actually going to watch Texas, the group.
Ah,
So, yeah, and then
Why
we're
is that,
staying
T?
in London. Huh?
in London.
Yeah. Yeah, they're at the O2.
I've seen Wicked twice on Broadway, says Betty, and it was fantastic.
That's amazing.
I'd love to go to Broadway as well.
I'd also like to go and see The Lion King. I haven't seen that yet, and I
Isn't
was
it-
really...
Isn't it funny? I'm not so fussed about that.
Ah, I'd love to.
No, I do have emotions. One of my favourite musicals, and still will remain to this day, was watching The Phantom of the Opera in London. I loved that. Have you seen that?
No.
Incredible. Yes, the chandelier fell.
Oh, wow.
That's saying too much. It's a really great musical. We Will Rock You went to see that as well. Not so much.
Oh, okay.
Good music, but the story was a bit naff.
Right, let's
Anyway.
do some die cutting. So what I've done here, Ben, is I've created my card, which is 12 inches by 5 3/4. I've scored it at 1/2 inch, 3 3/4 inches, 4 3/4 inches, and then 8 inches. And that's created like this wrap. So it goes like almost like a little card box, and then it's got the actual panel at the side. And then what you want to do with this one, I've used this die. And then we're going to, just because we're running close to the time, you want to place this, just be mindful of where it cuts out. So your outside cutting edge goes that way, so this bit goes on the inside, not the opposite way round. So you want to cut that into the side, and then on this side I've used my die here, which I didn't bring with me, silly enough, to cut out. So if I bring this in just to move forward, you'll see exactly what I've done. So we've die cut that out, we've actually cut into here as well, because I want to use this bit to create a little box. So that's then going to be stuck down. So all we're going to do is stick that into place. We're going to move that over. Let me just make sure we get that just like so. And I'm just making sure which way it does go. That way. I thought when I did it, oh, I didn't, it's fine. So we're going to literally stick that to there. So let's use our tape. Before I do, let's put all our extra bits on.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got all my extra bits that I've cut into, again using that plaid side. So just going to turn that round, make sure we've got that central into there. I've also, I seem to have bits missing here, but we're going to layer these up, and then I can show you my finished one anyway. So we've got the inside bits, and we've got our pieces that go on the front. So just going to stick those into place.
Crystal says, my hubby says if you ever see me at a musical, call the cops. I'm not there of my own free will. And Rhonda says, I love Phantom of the Opera. Saw it in Chicago and we dressed up for it in costumes, in period costume, that is.
Wow.
People thought I was part of the show. Should have got on the stage, Rhonda. Should have got in on the action. And Jane Adams says, I visited London in the 80s and I got to see Starlight Express.
Oh, that's lovely.
Was that the one when they were on roller skates?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
mum and dad went to see that. Well, my mum did. I don't think my dad did.
Was that was Lloyd Webber as well, wasn't it? Was that Andrew Lloyd Webber? I think it was.
I think any live concert is going
Yeah.
to be good, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to see stuff like that on TV, but you can't beat. It's like going to a sporting event, I always think. I think you're quite spoilt now in the fact that, you know, whatever sport you love, chances are you'll be able to watch it on telly, but there's nothing beats going to the stadium to soak in the atmosphere.
Yeah, absolutely. And everything's just got really expensive,
Yeah,
hasn't
that's
it?
the problem.
Because,
That's what I was saying about Wicked. Like, I was looking at, you know, even the cheapest tickets where you sort of sat miles back up
Oh,
in the
yeah.
gods are like £40 a pop.
oh, absolutely.
And if you want anything that's sort of half decent, you're looking at maybe £80, £90 a ticket.
Yeah.
It's so expensive.
I know, it's so expensive. Yeah, and concerts nowadays as well, don't they? They
yeah.
charge the earth. Right, I need a little bit of acetate, so I'm just going to, I had a bit somewhere earlier. Let me see if I can find it rather than rooting around, but it's
I can't believe, Debbie, we've got 5 minutes left on the show.
I know, I can't believe where it's gone.
It's gone
So I've got
quick, hasn't it?
a little piece of acetate there. I'm just going to cut that one to size, so just up like so, and then we're going to just bring that across. Just quickly pop that in. So that's going to go on the inside here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of tape on each side. You'll obviously cut yours straighter and have that a bit more nicer on the inside, but you won't notice it, because then what we're going to do is we're going to cut our, what did you say he was called? Bob?
Bob, apparently.
It's Bob.
Oh, if you get the charms that we also launched yesterday, there's little Bob in the charms, apparently. So big Bob, little Bob, cardboard box.
Cardboard box, yeah. That's funny. Right, so we'll just pop him into place and send him through.
Lynn, I think you could be right. She's just saying, is the die that Debbie, is that die Debbie is using, is there one similar in the layout collection? I think there is. I'm sure there is.
Oh yeah, there is one
there?
very similar to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might even be from that one.
Yeah.
I'm terrible because I just have so many. I can't keep track of them unless I keep them in the packets. And if I keep them in the packets, I then don't use them. So, oh, nearly broke his bones.
Oh.
Right, so we only want to use a bit of him though, Ben, because I want him to look like he's sort of tucked inside, trying to get out. So we're literally just going to chop his legs off.
Oh.
So I know, let me out. So let's just bring this one in and just put some of our glue down his body. So he'll just be coming out of there. And then we'll just snip those legs, like so.
Ow!
He looks cool, doesn't he? And then we're going to use these. So where's our piece here? That's going to go at the top.
Do you remember this kid's story, Funny Bones, with the 3 skeletons? I used to love that.
I don't remember that.
It was a dark, dark night in a dark, dark street. In the dark, dark street was a dark, dark house. In the dark, dark house lived 3 skeletons. And it was all about the 3... And there was the 3 skeletons and the dog skeleton, wasn't there?
Oh.
Yeah. It's really good, like spooky, fun Halloween story for the little ones.
So I made a little tray. We haven't got time to make it. So the measurements for this are, I did this to 6 and, so that's 7 inches and scored in at ½ an inch on each side.
Yeah.
So let's just pop that. I'm going to pop that inside first because then we know that that's going to fit perfectly. So we'll pop that in, bring this one up like so. That's then going to stick there. So we know we've got our drawer out box. So once you've done that, we can then fold that down, make sure that's burnished in properly, and then we're going to use our little cutouts here to embellish. So this one, we're going to pop a little foam pad on, so that can just go on there. So that looks like he's coming up to grab the skeleton. And then we've got our resting piece for the top. So just like so, that will go on the top here. So once your box is in place, I'm going to add a sentiment, and then let's just bring this one in, Ben. Pop that inside here. And then
so
turn
good.
that round. So we've got our little trick or treat box.
Yes.
With our little pull out tub. There we go.
I love it. Wow, says Rhonda. Talk about broken bones. I know, right? And one final quick question, because I know we've got less than a minute. Rose says, when I mat and layer onto mirror card and glitter card, what glue do I use?
Tacky
glue. I always
Always
remember
tacky glue.
if it's got like a textured
Coating.
surface or a coating,
Yep.
it's always tacky.
Absolutely.
That's how I try and remember it. Great question though, Rose. Hopefully that helps. Debbie, thank you for a fantastic day.
Yeah, it's been a great one.
Should we do it again tomorrow? We've got the Halloween card bases launching tomorrow, haven't we? And also we have got a craft along for you tomorrow with the Christmas Rose collection for you. So that's all coming up tomorrow. Going to be another fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you to the whole team, as per usual. usual. To Jan, to Susie, to Jamie, to Nicola, to Jake, to Tracy, to everybody, to Debbie, thank you to you. We'll meet you back here tomorrow. In the meantime, check out your carts and your baskets, and if you haven't yet done so, have a look at our brand new website. Have a peruse, have a browse, check out the 70% off Halloween goodies, and check out all these brand new launches as well. Until then, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.